want you to not hold back. You are incredible creatives, incredible entrepreneurs who have the capacity to make incredible impact in the world. I want you to do that. So let's do the work that we have to do in order to open ourselves up to the success that will allow us to make a bigger impact.
I'm bonniechristine, and this is where all things creativity, design, business, and marketing unite. I'm a mama living in a tiny town tucked right inside the Smoky Mountains, running a multi-seven-figure business, doing the most creative and impactful work of my life. But when I first set out to become an entrepreneur, I was struggling to make ends meet and wrestling with how to accomplish my biggest dream of becoming a fabric designer. Fast forward to today, I'm not only licensing my artwork all over the world, but also teaching others how to design their creative life and experience the same success. I'm here to help you spend your life doing something that lights you up. I'll help you build a creative business that also creates an impact, changes people's lives, gives you all of the freedom you want, and is wildly profitable. Welcome to the Professional Creative Podcast.
Hello, and welcome back to the Professional Creative Podcast. Today's episode is, I think, going to be pretty short and sweet, but it's based on a conversation that I had with someone who I had just met last week, and I've thought about this conversation quite a lot. She was so sweet. She was an incredible entrepreneur, and she was doing really well and almost feeling embarrassed, feeling like she couldn't share how well she was doing, and realizing that she was just playing small because of it. She was holding herself back. And she also shared with me that she had some fear around how she would change if she did make more money. Would it change who she was? Would it make her greedy or harder to relate to? And all of that kind of stuff. So I thought, how interesting of a conversation to have around money and money mindset, and how oftentimes we hold ourselves back for fear of a lot of different things. It really comes down to fear of success, which I really do think we all struggle with on some level, even though oftentimes we don't know how to put it into words. And so we had such a beautiful conversation, and I had some thoughts that I shared with her that I wanted to share with you in case you are ever struggling with this as well. The first one is very much that she and I were both doing what we were doing because a long time ago, we decided to do something that we loved more than wanting to make money. Meaning, we chose in our life to prioritize doing something that we loved and traded that for a, stable 9 to 5 paycheck job. And I think anytime that you get into something for the money, that's a red flag. You get into something because you love it and you want to do it whether it creates a lot of money or not, then things really begin to open up for you. And so I shared that with her because I could tell that she was really, truly doing her life's passion and work that she loved. And so you don't necessarily need to be afraid of what more money will do when you're doing what you do because you love it so much and the impact that it makes. Another kind of mindset shift that I had about money a long time ago was that, you know what? There's money out in the world and someone is going to have it. And so, why should it not be you? If someone is going to have that money, why should it not be you? And furthermore, I have a hunch that you who are listening to this are good stewards of money, meaning you do good things with the money, meaning you make a great impact and you help people in need and you're making positive change in the world and you're changing your family and your community, right? And so when you have that mindset, then I would rather you have the money than many, many other people who have money who are not doing the best things with it, right? And so that really opens it up as well. My mentor, Stu McLaren, always says more money, more impact. And that was a huge mindset shift for me as well. Like, and then the last thing that I told her is that I truly believe the fact that she's worried about how money will change her is probably sign enough that she's going to be just fine, because money typically amplifies who you already are. So if you are giving, if you are humble, if you are careful about how you show up in the world, if you are always striving to be a better version of yourself and then help the people around you become better versions of themselves, money just amplifies that. I don't know if you've ever listened to Brooke Castillo. Brooke is a company called Life Coach School, but she has a podcast. And this one episode, I'll link to it in the show notes for today's episode, was about how she loves money. And it was a challenging episode and one that I actually just took a lot away from. And she said, money very much knows how you feel about it. And so if money walked in the door and you refused to make eye contact with it and it made you uncomfortable and you kind of gave it the cold shoulder, like, what's the difference between money walking in the door and you looking straight at it and welcoming it and walking up to it and shaking its hand or giving it a hug, right? So just go with me here. That left a lasting kind of shift on me, is that we have to be open to it, meaning we can't be very closed off to more money and still expect it to show up in our life. We have to be open to it. And so I very much feel like I'm a vessel that money flows through. I'm open to it, I receive it, and then I let it flow from me through other things that really make a positive impact in the world. And so we give at minimum 10% of our top gross annual revenue to different causes all over the world, in our community, all different types of things. But that really helps me just embrace this whole concept of money coming to us and flowing through us and us being able to do good because of it. So I don't know. I'm not sure that all of you needed to hear this today, but this woman really left an impression on me because she was incredibly successful and still just feeling very guilty about the money that she was making and fearful of making any more. And that made her hold back. And my friends, create the beauty that you want to see come alive in the world. And remember, there's room for you. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.